Howdy, y'all. I'm Haley.
I'm Carly.
And this is Opinion Rejected. Today's episode is episode 2. And we're going to be talking in depth about the extremism we're seeing on OnlyFans and how that's all over social media recently.
Yep. And why we don't fuck fans.
I have an opinion.
Yeah, me too.
OnlyFans detected. Opinion rejected.
I don't even know how to start this because I don't want it to just be like we're talking shit.
Yeah.
But I think it is something that we've wanted to talk about for a while. Because, well, first of all, we're both chronically online because we have to be.
Yep.
So we're seeing it everywhere. And as an OnlyFans creator, I think it's important that we acknowledge
the extremes.
The extremes of this industry.
Yeah.
And so, obviously you know where I'm going. Bonnie Blue in Cancun.
Yep. Same with Lily Phillips.
Both of them, yeah. And did you watch Lily Phillips' documentary?
Yes.
I didn't watch it.
That's when I found out about her, was when that popped out.
See, I just saw it all over Twitter. I didn't actually watch it.
It's like an hour long.
What was your takeaway from that?
I will say the person, I don't remember the guy that did the film. It was on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. And he definitely was trying to make it out that the porn industry is toxic and this, and that. And the whole time, Lily's like, oh, but I love doing this. Like, I would fuck guys in college all the time for fun. And I just knew I could get paid for it. And I was like, I was expecting to maybe make a couple extra $100 a month and just have fun. And she's like, I would have done this for free. And now I get to do it every day. And it's my job and I love it. And she was showing all the toys she has and what she does in a day, responding to messages, customs.
Yeah.
And then when she did the 100 guys in a day.
Yeah.
You could tell when she was, they were doing the filming, she said after the interview, she's like, I wish they would have never came afterwards. I was so stressed through the day because I had, obviously you just got fucked 100 times.
Yeah.
And they came in right after the last person left, recorded the room, all the condoms, cum everywhere. And she just looked exhausted, which I'm thinking you just ran a marathon.
Yeah. What the hell?
But the whole time, you can tell, those people that smile through the pain.
Yeah.
I could see it in her eyes, the pain, but she's just smiling.
Yeah.
It was so
I have
much
seen that clip
fun.
where her eyes are red and glassy. I'm like, oh my, she looks miserable.
It looks like she's trying to convince herself she enjoys it, which no shame, but she's hiding it. I could totally see it in her eyes.
Yeah.
She was just it was just a very long day. And he's like, well, do you feel satisfied after that?
Yeah.
Rewarded? And she's like, well, I just hate that I couldn't make all the men come. And she felt like she had to let guys go longer because she wanted to make sure everyone finished. And she felt bad for cutting them off. And I'm like, girl, if this is a job,
no, yeah,
get them out.
Right.
5 minutes is 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But I personally think she's hiding it. She does smile a lot through her pain.
Yeah. And that's so sad to think about. But at the same time, you never know. Maybe she was just exhausted. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
she actually did enjoy it a lot.
A long day of work.
You
But I will say in the documentary, it also talks about her parents because the dude was like, well, what's your family like?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I love my mom. I love my dad. They support what I do. And he's more like, well, what kind of mother supports that?
Yeah.
But it's what, do you want them to disown me?
Right.
That's what she said. I'm like,
you would rather them not support her and her be alone and what the
absolutely.
hell?
So it sounds like she has supportive parents. So, I mean, I have no idea what made her super sexual. She said she's just always been that way.
Interesting.
And I mean, yeah.
But that's definitely an extreme case of an OnlyFans creator. Most people don't do that. And I feel like people assume that we do collabs. You know what I mean?
Yes, I
people
know.
just assume that you're an OnlyFans creator, so you collab with people and you are making literal pornos. And it's
have you ever had someone
No.
from your past ever asked to make a video with you or like to get into the industry?
From my past.
Like
I
just
don't think
someone
so.
you've known. Oh my gosh. I think like a year ago or 2 years ago, I had a guy that used to date one of my friends hit me up. He's like, we should make videos together. I'm trying to get into porn.
Oh my God.
I was like, wait a second.
Pause. Don't do that. Right idea, wrong one.
No. I was like, thank you. But I don't do that. I never responded to him because I was like,
yeah.
this is weird.
But I think it's important. Like, you and I, we don't judge regardless.
No, I don't care what you
And that's
do.
what, like, Lily Phillips, Bonnie Blue. First of all, Bonnie Blue, I just want to know how 1,000 guys in one day would work.
See,
logistically.
I never really read up on her or like her past or anything, but I
I
thought,
see her everywhere now.
But I thought it was like, she said they literally just all like pumped and left. Like they just got like 2 strokes in or something, but I guess that's not the case.
If you see it, like, not that I've watched it,
yeah.
but like on
You sure, Haley?
well, no, on her Twitter she has like, I mean, some of it was like gangbangs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like multiple men at once. But regardless, I don't understand how that sounds appealing.
I know, that's why I'm like, there's gotta be some past thing that made you into that.
But I would love, should we DM her and have her come on the podcast?
Do you think she would respond?
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, I think she and Lily are both from like the UK or something.
Oh, yeah.
But obviously they travel. Bonnie's
Yeah,
on spring
she's
break
in
right now.
Cancun. She's living her best life.
Yeah.
But no, I have issues with Bonnie Blue outside of, like, nothing to do with slut shaming.
No,
Because, get your bag, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But I would just love to pick her brain and know, like, how do you get to that point where that is something that seems satisfying to you? Or is it just like she saw Lily Phillips do 100 guys in a day and she was just like, I'm going to go even further?
See, I want to say that they know each other because I want to say the first time I ever heard about both of them was on TikTok. They recorded a video. They're like, we invited our friend, like we told our fans where we were staying and we have like a whole line and they just showed all the men's shoes like out the hallway waiting to fuck them. And I want to say they did a gangbang together. That was like how they started. Like that's how I
So do you
really
think
knew
it's like
about
a
them.
competitive thing or like what is?
I think they're both just that way wired, like who's the best. Because
Interesting.
Lily wanted to do, after she did 100, she's like, I'm going to do 1,000 now. And then Bonnie Blue did 1,000.
Yeah.
I think it is a competitive thing in a way, but it's like, when do you stop? You can
No,
only fuck
yeah.
so many people.
And also, this is one of the issues I have, and I've thought about it because to me, I'm like, how could you do that in a day? What would make you want to do that? But that's besides the point. That's besides the point. What I want to know is with these 1,000 guys,
Mm-hmm.
or even on spring break, what she's doing right now. Usually on like a porn set, right? Porn stars all get cleared for STDs before they film with people.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're fucking fans, when you're fucking 1,000 guys for OnlyFans, what are the regulations?
Well, so I know with Lily, when she did the 100 guys in a day, she did make sure everyone was tested before, but it's like they could fuck someone before you still. And they are using condoms. I don't know what Bonnie did with the 1,000, but you got to think, even to show someone on your OnlyFans, they have to sign a waiver. So every single one of those guys had to come in and sign a waiver.
That's true.
I mean, I know Lily does testing. She's very big on that. But again, you just never know. Someone could fuck someone before or like forge it, you know?
Right.
But the on spring break thing, you have no idea.
How are you clearing people?
You're not. You're just saying, let's fuck, baby.
Which is, I mean, okay, like no shame, that's
No.
fine. But at the same time, I just think about as a woman, especially in this industry, like there's so many already stigmas attached to what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Let alone someone just going on spring break and fucking as many people as she can just for shits and gigs.
Yeah.
And like,
I know.
you know, we're not we're not beating the dirty allegations here. You know what I mean? And I hate to use the word dirty, but that's what I would be concerned about.
It does give the rest of the people a bad rap, for sure, that do the same thing.
It's just like, and you know what? Give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she is making sure everybody's tested before she does anything with them.
But how are you doing that in Cancun?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
No, they were definitely drunk at a pool, and they're like, want to go upstairs and make a video?
Right.
Let's make some money.
Which is fine, great.
No, I'm all for it. Do your thing, girl.
But I thought about that, and I was like, that's just scary. You're putting yourself in harm's way for...
Yeah. Well,
for what?
Well, not to mention there were so many young people because that's like, it's college spring break.
Yeah.
Like fresh 18.
First of all, she's 25.
Yeah, she's my age.
I thought she was at least 35.
35?
No shade. She looks a bit mature. I
think she's 25. I saw something on Twitter. I did not
she
fact
is.
check
No,
it.
I
You
saw,
did?
yeah. The
Yeah,
little
she's my
article that I
age.
read about her was, said she was like 25.
That's why I try to think
And
like,
I was like, damn, I thought she was a shit ton older than that. No tea, no shade.
no, when anyone younger than me even tries to talk to me, I'm like, even guys my own age, I'm like, you're young for me. Like,
well, okay. The most concerning thing that I read about her was the, I don't know what the quote was, but it was like youngest legal 18-year-old. Like ideally right at midnight, like when they turned 18.
wait, what?
Yes. That was like a quote in the article
But
that
what
I
if
was
they
reading
lied
about her.
their age? I guess you got to show proof to even put them on OF, though.
Regardless,
Yeah.
even if it is their 18th birthday, that is a disgusting thing to say.
Yeah. That's literally a child to me. Like anyone that's
Yes.
not like under 21, I'm like, you're a child. Still.
Okay, so there was a thread on Twitter. I love replying to like
I love
other
Twitter
tweets.
threads.
I love Twitter threads. But there was somebody posted something and it was like she was 18 and this guy was like 23 or something and trying to talk to her, or 17,
Yeah.
something, whatever. Or she was 18 but still in high school and he was like 22, 23. And she was like, am I wrong or is this a little weird, like that he would be okay with messing with a high schooler? And I replied, because when I was 22, I actually, for the year when I was pregnant, I stopped doing OnlyFans.
You did?
I completely deleted my social medias, and I was working in a high school.
Yeah.
And I, like, they're literal children.
Yes.
Like, there was kids that were 17, 18 that I would be talking to, but they are literally listening to them, their logic, their...
Yes. The mentality, the maturity.
It's just like, I would never do that to someone. You know what I mean? Because it is predatory at that point. What is the purpose of her? And I think like her thing was just, because there was also, she said something about like wanting to give attention to the men with little penises. She was like, because they don't get lots of attention. They don't
Good
get
for
lots
you,
of love.
girl.
So I want to give them some attention and love. And I was like, you know what? Cool. But what is the purpose of wanting to fuck a damn near underage child?
I saw something about she's been trying to sex educate men. That's what this is.
I did see that. And she said whoever gives her the best orgasm, she's going to pay their college tuition. Yeah, she said that. I swear. And I was like, you know what?
Stop.
At least there's a good motivation.
Like, I mean, okay, if you're teaching, I guess, do your teacher thing, girl.
Sure, I guess.
Okay, but I am still a little weird with the 18-year-olds.
No, yeah, and you know what? Maybe, no, I can't justify that. That's just one
No.
thing. You know, I can give her the benefit of the doubt in many other scenarios. Like what she's doing, she's a grown-ass adult.
Right.
That's your body. Do what you want to do.
Yeah.
If you're having fun, you're getting paid, fucking go for it.
But I will say there was another video I saw where one dude was already in the hotel room and she's like, no face, no case to the ones that have girlfriends.
Oh,
and then there were
God.
2 guys that walked in afterwards. And I'm like, as a woman single, I would, if I knew that someone had a girlfriend, I would never
No.
fuck them.
You would never do that, yeah.
And I'm like, I know you're married, but if you were single, would you do that?
No.
If you knew that they had a girlfriend?
No.
That's where I'm like, at that point, I'm like, you're not a girl's girl.
No, and that's icky. Yuck.
I'm
I
like,
only like girls.
No shame, but do it with single people. There's so many single people out there.
No, yeah.
Why do you gotta fuck? Knowingly they have girlfriends. Look,
Yeah, that's
it's
just sad.
It's the guys that owe the girlfriend a respect thing.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
for you to know that you're like, what are your morals? Like, I just want
Right.
to know that.
Yeah. I guess again, giving her the benefit of the doubt here, she doesn't owe the girlfriends any respect. So if they
Right.
are willing to sacrifice their relationship and what they've got going on to fuck a porn star for the day,
But that's all it's for. It's just for sex. It's
just
one
to
thing.
say that you can, just to say that you did. But at the same time, here's my issue, okay? And I'm about to get heated. Okay? Men are gonna shit on porn stars
Yeah.
all day long. Oh, I imagine marrying her. Who would marry her? Who would go for that? But you're
You're
risking
thinking about
your
her.
entire relationship.
Yeah.
God knows how long you guys have been dating. God knows if this is a relationship headed for marriage, and you're just throwing it in the fucking trash to go fuck Bonnie Blue for a day.
Yeah.
Dead ass.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
exactly.
then they're gonna shit on girls the porn stars.
Right.
But you'd give up everything.
But you're fucking
You
them.
give up your wife. You
Yes.
give up your relationship.
Yes.
You'd give up everything to go have one shot at that.
Yep.
Just for sex.
Mhm.
For, however long it lasts.
Yeah, what if you last a minute?
Right. 1 minute and you just ruin your whole relationship.
All for that 1 minute. Was it worth it? That post-nut clarity, man. It's going to come at you.
What I want to know is, what would make men think that porn stars are better for sex than like regular women are?
I think it's just the experience aspect. You know that they might do like some crazy shit, like fucking
Maybe I
split
need
on
to
the
do-
dick.
Maybe split on the dick. Oh my god! And you know what? For the women that can do that, shout out to you because
Hey, I've done it.
I am not, and good for you. Thank you. Me personally,
It was not worth it though.
no, because what do you get out of it?
Well, not only, but the dude has to have like the perfectly length dick to even accomplish that.
True,
Like you can't do that with an average or smaller.
but also, what do you get out of that?
they get to enjoy the sight. That's it.
That's it.
Their
Women,
pleasure.
Us women get nothing out of that. We get nothing from bouncing on it crazy style.
No, we don't. We like the grinding motion that y'all are like, what the fuck are you doing?
But I'm just curious, like, what? I guess it's the performative aspect
yeah,
that
it's
porn stars give them, but it's just like, I don't know. And maybe I respect Bonnie Blue for trying to teach men how to give a woman an orgasm. Most men can't do it.
But can you please do the single ones?
Yeah.
Don't let, I mean, actually, I guess you're exposing the one. You know what? Do the face. I want to see the face.
Yeah.
Let's expose.
Fuck the no face, no case. If
Yeah.
they're going to go for it, then
You
have
can
them,
fuck them, but let's see the faces.
have them go for it loud and proud because
Yes.
absolutely not.
Yeah, you want to do that? Let's see it.
I would
Be proud
I would
about
love
it.
for her to be like, no, these are the guys that I'm fucking, and if they're fucking me, you're going to know about
Yes.
it.
See, that I would respect you for
I
that,
would
Bonnie.
respect that.
I would, because expose those asses, but don't
Right.
hide it. Because that's where I don't like it, is the hiding part.
Right. Because do you ever get messages from girls that are like, can you check and see if this guy is subscribed to you and whatever?
I get it all the time.
Do you check?
No.
Oh.
I usually get the girls that are like, can you please block my man? I'm like, if you have to tell me to block him, you should not be with him.
Facts.
Like,
But
that's
also
why
I'm going to block him.
See, but I
will.
That's not my job. There's so many women that have come to me to say that, and I'm like, it's not my job. Look, there's men
That's
out here.
probably how she feels about it.
She's fucking them though.
I know, but
I'm
if
not
you
purposely-
if you have to tell your man not to fuck me, then maybe you shouldn't be with him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Show the face.
Yeah.
Like, because have you seen that new show that just came out, Temptation Island? It's basically
Yes.
like the four couples.
What was his name? Fucking
Breon?
no, the
Oh.
dude that tore his shirt off and like ran down the beach, and his girl was getting fucked in the bed, like
Oh, you're
rabbit
thinking of
style?
the other country, not the U.S. version.
Yeah.
The U.S. just came out with one.
I think they were Spanish. I don't know where it was.
Yeah, I know you're talking.
That was so funny. What was his name?
I don't know, but I saw that on Twitter.
It was like a couple weeks ago
Yeah.
that I feel like it was really big. I can't even remember his name now, but it was so funny. I was cracking up every time because it just like showed his girlfriend getting fucked like a
Twice.
rabbit.
Again, she did it again the next night.
What? That poor man.
Yeah. But obviously things weren't working out. But like that,
No.
but like that, I would love, because I've always thought about that. If I was with a man, I want hot girls to go up to him and like test him.
Yeah.
Because I want to see what he does.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you gonna be tempted by that? Or are you gonna be like, I got a girl?
Right.
I would love for Bonnie test any man, but I want to see their face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I would be a little scared.
No secrets.
I would be scared.
See, but I wouldn't, because I'm like, if you want her, go fuck her. You'll never
True.
see me again, bitch.
True. At least you're showing me who you are.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I feel like, I mean, that would just be devastating. Imagine you're one of the girls that, because I looked up her name on Twitter and some of the men are like outing themselves. They're posting the picture
Yeah.
and like with their faces in
Uh-huh.
it. Imagine that you're one of their girlfriends.
And that
you're
means
like,
he did not care about you.
no,
he did not
Jesus
care.
Christ.
But that's better to know now than later.
I guess so, but fuck.
I mean, yeah, it's fucked up. That is fucked up.
But hey, you know, she's doing her thing. Good for her. I
Make
saw
that
that she bought a
bag.
fucking like Lamborghini or something. I was like,
Off of that,
you fucking whore.
she got a blue, everything custom blue for, Bonnie Blue. And I didn't know, but like Lamborghini, I guess, used to have like a respect factor where they would do background checks to make sure you're like worth
Mhm.
the Lamborghini. And everyone's like, so much for their brand.
Right.
You're letting a porn star get a
Yeah.
Lambo.
But hey, you know, she's doing the damn thing.
No, all credit
I
to
would
you.
love to get her on here. Should I DM her?
Yeah, we could try.
I would love to get her on here and listen to.
I wonder if they, I don't know if they checked their Twitter, because I know their Twitters are probably blowing up. We would probably have
Yeah,
to try on
facts.
Insta. But I don't feel like right now would be a struggle because of the spring break
Yeah,
situation.
because she's got everything going on.
We'll have to wait like a week.
Wait till it blows over.
Yeah.
But I feel like it just keeps.
There's always-
She keeps staying relevant.
Because, well, her and Lily did that fake pregnancy thing. You remember
Yeah.
that?
Don't get me started on that. I hate, especially when fucking April Fool's rolls around and people were like, "Oh, I'm
Oh.
pregnant." Shut the fuck up, you bitch. Like, pregnancy is not something to joke about.
It's not, especially, I think it's for the people that really, like, they lose a baby.
Yeah.
That's where it's a big deal, because it's
As
like,
mothers, this is maybe I take it
Yeah.
more personally, but I like that's just so fucking annoying. There's no reason to
No.
pretend that you're I mean, I guess in their case, like it was a little meme for a minute because it was like, you
yeah,
know,
it's funny.
out of 1,000 men, who's the daddy? Like,
Right. That's
okay.
exactly why she did it. Yeah.
But at the same time,
I know.
it's fucking played out.
like, just, yeah.
There was no reason to do
There's
that.
certain things you don't have to mess with.
No.
Like, you don't have to be funny about.
But then I saw that on spring break, she asked for a shot of Coca-Cola.
Oh.
Somebody was like, maybe she is pregnant.
Why would you get a shot of Coke?
I don't fucking know. Just to look like she took a shot, maybe. Maybe she dead ass is pregnant. I don't fucking know.
She's not. Did you see how skinny she was?
That's true. I did see the picture of her and her ribs are like sticking out.
Wait, which one? Bonnie?
Yeah. Like in the hotel room with the guys.
Oh,
Her
yeah,
ribs are like
She hasn't had.
protruding.
I don't think she's had any body work done, but I noticed Lily has.
she?
Lily definitely got a BBL. I can always tell by
Oh.
like the way you have the lipo sucked out of your stomach.
Mhm.
But Lily already was skinny.
Yeah.
I don't know why she did that, because you can do it to like form like abs
Yeah.
in your stomach. And that's what Lily did. And I was like, girl, you were
Sometimes
so
that looks bad though if they
gorgeous.
don't do it the right way.
I know. And I'm like, your body was perfect. And
That's why, yeah.
it makes me sad.
It's
because I was
the,
like,
it's
you
the
were already-
competitive thing.
It is. So
She
who
wants
has
to be the
fattest-
best.
Who has the fattest ass, the thinnest waist?
Yeah,
I'm like, you're already perfect.
I know.
You don't need to do that.
But you know, we'll get into that in
Yeah,
another
yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. I think that's one of the things I have written down for our next episode to talk
Oh,
about.
okay, cool.
But yeah, biggest thing with the whole Bonnie Blue situation that I've thought of is just how people see that, and it's such an extreme scenario in our industry.
Yeah.
Because even the women that do collabs on a normal basis, they're not out here doing all of that.
No.
They're not, they're doing their collabs with, they find people they want to collab with. Cool.
Yeah.
They get cleared. They film together. Fine.
Yeah.
But I think Bonnie's just taking it to a new level. And I'm sure that the fans and like young men love that because it's like, okay, we get the opportunity because she fucks fans. She fucks whoever.
See, but off of that, I think that's one of the biggest problem is other OnlyFans creators, their fans are like, when can we meet up? They think that we're fucking our fans.
But people ask me that.
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah, it puts it in their head that like this is a standard to hold OnlyFans.
And I'm like, that is 2 people.
Yeah.
Out of how many?
Right.
Like millions of people.
But I'm sure there's other creators like that do meetups and
that just aren't as
there
big.
has to be.
There
has to be because we get asked so often.
But what's crazy is on OnlyFans though, you can't even mention like the word meat. Like it's censored, all of that. So
interesting.
You have to like kind of go around it with the words.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like,
it's always a no from us in case anyone was curious.
Yeah, sorry, we don't.
I am happily married.
We don't meet. I just don't do that.
Yeah. It's a no from us. But
No,
it's just not our
camera.
cup of tea. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Just not our cup of tea.
Yeah.
And I just think it's, OnlyFans is so stigmatized as it is. And we get enough shit for doing what we do anyways. And then there's, these two out here fucking 1,000 guys in a day. And it's like, that's such an extreme. And, people see that and they're like, why would a woman do this to herself? Like, OnlyFans is toxic. It's creating this horrible, like, idea that women need to do all of this. And it's like, I don't think any other OnlyFans creators actually look at that and they're like, yeah, I need to do that.
See, that's what I'm like, I've never looked at what they did and been like, shit, I gotta do that now?
Right.
That's never crossed my mind.
But that's also, that's just something that they're okay with. So I guess in their space, like, there's levels to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're just at the very most extreme level and like competing with each other.
But again, how do you go any higher? Like, what are you going to continue to do?
I don't know.
To keep that up? You can only do so much.
And also, speaking of the 18-year-olds, Lily just went the complete opposite way.
Yeah, the elderly.
Fucking the elderly.
Girl, credit to you, but I could never do that.
I just don't find that particularly appealing.
But she was saying she's giving back. Giving back. Lily, love you.
Right. Right. Respect your elders.
Yes, that was what it was.
She was just showing them respect and kindness. It was charity work. She was doing
That's
it out
exactly
of the
what it
kindness
was.
of her heart. I just, it just seems a little bit predatory.
Yeah.
And maybe the elderly, hey, I don't know. Maybe they're all with it up here. They're like, you know what? I'm about to kick the bucket anyway. I might as well fuck a porn star while I'm here. You know what I mean? Good for them.
Yeah.
And in her case, maybe it is charitable. Maybe that is an act of kindness.
I could see it.
But personally, I feel like, it's a little predatory.
I look at that as creepy
Still.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you always get that stigma of the old men staring at you. You're like, but hey, you want to fuck them for us? You got it, girl.
Elderly people are so sexual.
Oh my God. Well, because they're not getting any.
Because I was a CNA. I got my CNA in high school.
Yeah.
And we had to learn about like how frequently STDs travel throughout nursing homes and stuff because they're all just fucking each other. Yes, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Okay, I didn't know that.
STDs spread like wildfire in nursing homes.
I thought you were going to be more like they were hitting on you all the time.
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a problem. So I know that these old men are horny as hell and they're
not getting none.
But that's part of where I think it's a little bit predatory because they are like a population that isn't receiving that much attention and opportunity and whatever. And so she's just going in there and she's like, yeah, I'm going to do whatever and I'm going to do it for money. Are they getting paid for that? Are they getting compensated any type of way? Or are you just
I don't think so, because I know when she did the 100 dudes in a day, they're not getting paid for that. They get the experience to fuck her. That's what their payment is.
Yeah. I just wonder about like the elderly people if I would hope that they're all in the right state of mind and making a conscious decision to do that. You know what I mean? But it's sad to think that
But what's crazy,
she's doing that for money and taking advantage of these people that are a population that doesn't get that much.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Like
just
that.
for her own personal gain.
Because I don't know if you saw the video, but it was literally, it was like a gangbang. There was 2 old guys.
Oh my God.
And one of them, she was like hopping, he was on a wheelchair. She was hopping on him while the other guy was jerking off. Old men, like 80 plus. I was like, I can't watch this.
I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum, but
Yeah.
personally, I just wouldn't take it there. You know what I mean?
I think that's too old.
I think
Let them, I mean, hey, if that's how they want to go out.
fine. All fine and dandy. But just maybe we should DM her too. I would
Really.
love to hear
She's
her.
been on a lot of podcasts. I haven't seen Bonnie on any podcast, but I've seen Lily.
I would love to get both of them in here and just hear their perspectives.
We have 2 extra seats.
I know, because not from a place of judgment. I just want to know.
We psychologically want to know you.
And maybe hearing their perspectives and not necessarily justifications, but like explanations of how they got to that point and what made them want to do all of that.
Because there's no way it's just for fun. There's something that triggered you to want to be that sexual.
I mean, I'm sure it's just like the wow factor. Like it's just so out there that
or the fame.
how are you not going to get all of the attention from fucking 1,000 guys in a day?
Well, I think the Lily one, I think she really wanted to be famous. I think there's the way that she posts, I think she does. But Bonnie, I don't know. I think Lily 100% wanted to be famous.
Yeah. Bonnie is just doing it for the love of the game.
I think, I think she's just a hustler.
She's just doing it for the love of the game. And props to her.
No, you know what? You both are doing the damn thing. Make your money.
I just got some questions. I just
we-
want to know.
We want to understand.
We're sitting here. I really hope this didn't come across as us talking shit because I
No.
did not want it to be that way. We're not judging.
We just want to know.
We just want to know. Because we're creators and we get grouped in the same.
Yes. Yeah.
But those 2 women are obviously just very different from us.
Yeah.
And I just want that perspective. I crave understanding.
Because the difference is, I think we were famous online first.
Yes.
They started out with the porn.
I know they just went from nothing, 0 to 100.
So I think
literally.
that also could be why. Because you got to think the ones on or on Pornhub, they're fucking, for free. I mean, they get paid off the video views, but
Yeah.
like they're showing everything right off the bat.
That's true.
We didn't have to do that.
That's true.
So I don't know.
Anywho, it is what it is. We can't judge. Just don't take this as us judging because we're not talking shit.
We just like to understand.
We're trying to talk it through. We're
Yeah.
trying to get there.
Yeah.
Trying to comprehend.
Yeah.
And we're going to work on getting them on the podcast.
Yeah, we'll attempt it.
So comment down below if you really want to hear Bonnie Blue's perspective and Lily Phillips.
Yes,
Because we sure do.
we do.
We really do.
We would. We can yap all day.
But sadly, we have to cut it off here. So go ahead, subscribe to the YouTube channel, listen to us on Spotify, follow us on Instagram. The Instagram is at Opinion Rejected Pod. On YouTube, it's just Opinion Rejected. And my Instagram is at the Haley Boo.
Mine is at Carly Taylor with 2 R's.
We drop every Wednesday,
At 11 a.m. Central Time.
11 a.m. Central Time. So right around your lunch break, you can go on lunch, grab a snack, and listen to us yap.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, thank you for listening to episode 2.
And we will see you next week.
See you next time.
Bye.